Oh, sorry, we're on. Numbers 8 and 9 are very, very similar. So, I am only going to go over 8. I will go over number 10 fully, but I'm only going to go over 8 because they're very similar. So, let me get it here. So, it tells me find cosine of tan if sine of theta is equal to 12 over 13, and theta is in quadrant 3. So I'm going to use a right triangle. Theta, sine is opposite, so it's definitely not the scale. Opposite over hypotenuse, 13. You should know some right triangles, 3, 4, 5, and multiples of it. This is the other one. They do show up in the ACT a lot. That becomes 5. You could use Pythagorean theorem. 169 minus 144 square rooted gives me 5. Hold on. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to use is SACT. All students take calc. We're down in this quadrant, so that means that tan is positive and everything else is negative. Oops, wrong there. This is a quadrant 2. Did you see what happened there? I wrote quadrant 3 down and said it was down here, right? And that meant tan was only positive. But here I looked here and I had sine was positive. I looked right here and I said 12/13. And I said, oh, I messed up the question. But then I looked and I said, oh, I didn't read the question right. So anyway, we're in this quadrant right here. Sine is positive. That matches up with SACT right here, that being positive. So that means that they're asking for cosine of theta and they're asking for tan of theta. So in that quadrant, this quadrant right here, sine's positive. Means cosine's negative. So I look at this triangle and I take the cosine of it, but I just make it negative. So I've got negative. Adjacent is 5 over hypotenuse is 13. Tan is equal to opposite over adjacent, but it's negative because it's in that quadrant, so it's negative 12 over 5. 9, I'll briefly talk about it. Super similar. Cosecant. You need to know cosecant is paired with sine, right? Make your triangle. It's a 3, 4, 5 triangle, and then use SACT correctly. The one piece, here I'll erase. One piece for number 9 that they tell you that's funky is that cotangent theta is less than 0. That means that cotan is negative. That means tan theta is also negative, which is what puts us in quadrant 4. All right.